For more than 40 years now, there's been this one sound, this single monotonous buzz echoing across the shortwave radio bands. It almost never stops, but you gotta understand, this isn't just static. This is a signal with a purpose, a mystery the world has come to know as UVB-76.
So, let's get right into it. People who listen in, they call it the buzzer. It's been broadcasting almost non-stop on the frequency 4625 kHz. It's like a ghost on the airwaves, right? A relic of the Cold War that just refuses to go away. For decades, amateur radio buffs and, you can bet, intelligence agencies have all been tuning in, trying to figure out what it is.
And that right there brings us to the most chilling question of all. Because this isn't just some weird noise. There are people who truly believe that if this station goes silent, if that constant buzzing finally ends, well, that could signal the beginning of the end.
To even begin to understand why anyone would think that, we have to start our own little investigation. And the first question is, where is this signal even coming from? For the longest time, nobody had a clue. You know, this station, first logged by radio nuts back in the late 1970s, it's a master of disguise. Its call sign keeps changing. It started as UVB-76, which was probably just a mistake in reading the Cyrillic alphabet. Then it became MDZHB, then ZUOZ, and then ANVF. It's a phantom that keeps changing its name, but that haunting sound, that never changes.
For years, its location was a complete secret, a dot on a map that only a handful of people in the Russian military probably even knew about. But then, in 2010, something happened. The ghost, it slipped up.
All of a sudden, the station just moved. The signal went down. And when it came back online, radio direction finders all confirmed it. It was transmitting from somewhere totally different. The original nest was empty.
So of course, urban explorers went looking for the old site. And they found it. A totally derelict military base near a town called Povarowo, right outside Moscow. Inside these crumbling buildings, they found abandoned electronics and, this is the key, transmission logbooks. It was proof. This was a real, physical operation. The ghost had a home. But you see, the real clues aren't in some abandoned building. Nope. They're hidden in the strange interruptions that sometimes break that monotonous buzz. Just out of the blue, the buzzing will stop. Dead silence. And then a live, monotone voice comes on, reading a coded message in Russian. These are not random at all. They follow this very specific military-style format, and they're designed to be understood by only one person, whoever is on the other end.
Now, what's really fascinating here is how these messages are structured. You've got a call sign for the recipient, an ID group, and then a code word followed by numbers. The thinking is that this uses a one-time pad cipher, which is a method of encryption that, if you do it right, is mathematically, literally unbreakable.
But sometimes the operators mess up. People listening in have heard bits of conversation from an open mic, sounds of equipment being moved around, and once, this is just bizarre, a faint piece of Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake during a maintenance break. These little ghosts in the machine make the whole thing terrifyingly human. So you've got these cryptic messages, its military past, and the fact that it just keeps on going. All of that has led to a really chilling theory that gives the station its other name, the Doomsday Radio.
Right. The theory is that UVB-76 is a vital part of Russia's perimeter system. We know it in the West as Dead Hand. It's what's called a fail-deadly system, and it's designed for one purpose and one purpose only, to guarantee a devastating second strike, even if Russia's entire leadership has been wiped out in a surprise attack.
Okay, so here's the crucial part. The constant buzzing is the all-clear signal. It's the sound of a heart that's still beating. If that sound stops, the automated system could assume the absolute worst has happened. It could then launch command rockets that would unleash Russia's entire nuclear arsenal in response. No human input needed.
But is it really a doomsday switch? I mean, that's terrifying. The evidence actually points to a different, though just as compelling purpose. Let's take a look at the alternative.
Okay, so while the dead hand theory is the stuff of nightmares, it's probably not true. Think about it. The station has outages for maintenance all the time. Some last for hours. If the theory were real, any one of those could have triggered Armageddon. The much more likely explanation is that the buzz is just a channel marker, a way to keep the frequency clear and ready for high-priority military messages. And the evidence for this is pretty strong.
The message contents have been linked directly to the command structure of Russia's Western Military District. Activity on the station ramps up big time during conflicts, like right before the 2022 invasion of Ukraine. There have even been recent reports of a temporary outage, maybe caused by a drone strike, which suggests it's a very real and active strategic target.
And this isn't just a theory either. Using shortwave radio to send coded messages to spies is a classic, tried-and-true method. Back in 1998, the FBI busted the Cuban WASP network in Florida, who were getting their orders this way. And in 2010, they arrested a ring of deep-cover Russian agents from the Illegals program. And how did they communicate? Coded shortwave transmission.
So we peel back all these layers of mystery, the Doomsday theories, the abandoned bases. And what do we find? It seems to be a functioning, critical piece of Russian military infrastructure just hiding in plain sight on an open radio frequency for the whole world to hear. And that leaves us with this final, nagging question. In our age of satellites and encrypted internet, why does this Cold War ghost keep broadcasting? Its continued use tells us something really important about the hidden world of military readiness and global espionage. The buzzer is this stark reminder that some secrets aren't buried in the past. They're alive, they're buzzing on the airwaves, just waiting for their next orders.